Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the strip mall in downtown Tonopah. I will be your host, the man, the myth, and the legend. And with me, as always, is the only foreign fighter ever to self-mutilate somebody else, Michael Magus.
I mean, that's not correct. That would be Chuck Congo, sir.
Well, the joke was to self-mutilate someone else.
I'm aware. I'm aware, but I'm pretty
So
sure.
you can't.
I'm pretty
It's
sure.
an oxymoron. You
I'm
can't
pretty.
do that.
No, you can. See, Chuck Congo in a recent Bellator fight literally grabbed another guy's wrist and punched the guy in the groin with his own hand.
That's pretty awesome.
So that's pretty
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
It was literally a professional MMA fight with a stop hitting yourself moment.
That is awesome.
And because it's Chuck Congo, of course, it involved the crotch.
Yeah, oh yeah, that guy's got an obsession.
I mean, how many people from like the Middle Ages of the UFC are still actually winning fights today and like can legitimately be considered like top 10?
It would be like Joan of Arc and Napoleon and stuff like that.
Not many. Anyways, we're here at Sonoma, a track that I have zero love for.
Is that because you need to get good?
Well, I had to burp then. That's why I stopped talking.
Michael doesn't like it because he has to get good.
No, I just it's a track that just doesn't hold a lot of appeal to me. There's not a lot of great overtaking opportunities, but we'll see. We'll see what the Group 2 guys can do here. Dennis Johnson and Kerry Arnault are on the front row, followed by Andrew D and Martin Evans, all America, all Canadian front rows. Interesting. Gerardo Delval, pardon me. Followed by Scott Nick, John Barker, and Steve Davidson on row 4. Row 5, Mauricio Delgado and Zach Wolf, and Will Yarrington at the back. Only an 11-car field today. Small field, but we've seen what at the very least can be described as very exciting and extreme, intense racing in this series.
I'm pretty jacked up right now, you probably tell.
So I want to pull up the standings here to go through this because I think we're getting pretty close to claiming a champion in this series, I do believe. And we got the 3-minute warm-up here, so, we have a little bit of time to kill. This is a 2-race event with a reverse grid for race number 2. And after this, we do still have 2 rounds. We have Falkenberg, Motor Bana? Interesting. And Norris Ring to wind up. Norris Ring's going to be exciting. You're going to enjoy that, Byron. Norris Ring is this super short, super deadly track where not only is contact likely, but virtually unavoidable.
Is it in the shape of Chuck Norris?
It's in the shape of a figure 8, basically.
Neat.
So we got that coming up to bring to an end this season. So we'll see what happens here today. I got a good one from the audiobook series I'm reading right now. If you would like to hear that, Mr. Ryan.
Does it involve Flamin' Hot Cheetos?
No, it does not.
Well, I'm a little less interested, but I'll still hear it.
So, Mr. Ibarra is the character in the book that is
Juanito Ibarra?
He's dead, but has transferred his consciousness into an alien probe that is about the size of a needle, and it's a little speck of light that can inhabit human beings and other creatures, so they can kind of carry it. So he has a new carrier at the point of the story that I'm at, and every time he gets a new carrier, they're always like, how much of this did you orchestrate? Like, he basically orchestrated the end of the world, but elected to save part of humanity. It's a bit weird, but anyways. So his new carrier is like, so you planned all of this? And he just goes, well, there was a resurgence of boy bands back in the 2030s, and I assure you I had nothing to do with that. So we got less than a minute here to go and warm up as everyone finishes tuning their car to get ready for action. Interesting note about this track: you'll see a couple of like piles of tires at the side of the road, which are there in real life. The difference in this game is those are rock solid in this game. It's like running into a wall if you hit those tires, so don't do it.
It'd almost be like hitting a large section of tires.
No. I don't think you understand. This is like no. This is like those tires are made of concrete.
Are they studded winter tires for added danger?
Might be. Probably not though. This is California. They don't really have to do the winter tire thing.
They don't have to really do anything.
As Javier has told us many times, it is warm in that part of the world.
It is so hot the eggplants are literally exploding off the trees.
Also, in today's dumbass of the week is Dana White of the UFC, who compared the stridings of the UFC towards commercial viability with the fight to have equality in America. Wasn't a great choice, I have to say.
It was because he's a dummy.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So we await the kickoff of everything that is awesome and fun here at Sonoma. A couple of big names missing from the field today. No Richard DeRoche, no James Butler, no Magic Kazchuk. No Zach Hemstrom.
There is only Zach Wolf.
There is Zach Wolf, though. All right. We got red lights, and we are away here at Sonoma for the first race of 2. Second race has a reverse grid of the top 10. And a great getaway for Dennis Johnson, who leads the way. And in the meantime, in the background there, the battle is on between Kerry Arnault and Andrew D over second place as they head up the hill for the first time. Not really sure what layout this is. I think this is the not so interesting layout, if I remember correctly. We will know shortly. Yep, this is the non-great layout, because if it was the layout I liked, they would have taken a right-hand turn one before. You can see there's various layouts to this track that you can see in the background, and I do like the, for lack of a better term, the downhill one. I'm not really sure which one it is, to be honest. They got weird names for stuff here.
Well,
it's kind of like
sure they could just drive the other way.
It's kind of like Paul Ricard. For those who are familiar with that race circuit. Oh boy, 3 cars off.
You boy.
Mauricio Delgado off, as well as Scott Nick. Nick was in the barrier. I was gonna say it's kind of like Paul Ricard, which has layouts that are called Solution 1A, Solution 1B, Solution 2C, that kind of stuff. And it's like, wow, you guys are terribly uncreative. Gerardo Del Valle is representing Team Free as a Bird today.
I'm as free as a bird now, but not a chicken, because those cost money.
So, kind of a bad start for a couple of the guys who started up front. Kerry Arnault, who started second, is down to 4th place, fighting with Martin Edmonds. Edmonds himself started on row 2 and is down to 5th. Great start from Gerardo Del Valle, who's picked up the pieces from these. In the background, overtake there by John Barker on Zach Wolf. Or John Barker trying to get past Zach Wolf. No, it wasn't Barker. I think it was. I'm not sure it was. It might have actually been Zach Wolf overtaking Steve Davidson, actually. But I saw an overtake in the background. I wanted to give credit to it, but I'm not sure who it was now. So, sorry guys.
It was me.
Oh, you know what it was? It was Martin overtaking Kerry Arnault. There we go. I got it finally.
You're on drugs.
Well, anti-allergy shit. And caffeine pills that allow my body to process caffeine.
You know that's not as good as getting the vaccine, right?
It's actually, I'm getting the vaccine this Thursday.
Very nice. Make sure they put it right in your forehead.
I'm gonna pass on that.
It's the easiest way to get it in the brain, and then your brain will know how to make more.
I feel like that's a bad plan.
No, you get it right in the brain, and then it makes more fast, because that's where the thinking's done. None of this roaming around the body nonsense.
I don't think you've ever been to medical school.
I've seen a couple.
You're aware of what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
You have watched the entirety of the house.
I don't know if I've seen all of it.
Oh.
I've seen a lot of it.
I am almost done my rewatch of House. I'm in the second to final season.
I think at some point, I think maybe there's a couple of seasons at the end I didn't see.
Carrie Arnault looking for a way past Martin Edmonds. Apologies if I go silent for a bit. It probably is gas from dinner. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not supposed to drink gasoline, Michael.
I didn't drink gasoline. I had way too much chicken shawarma. Oh.
Wow. It is so sad when the youth of today can't tell the difference between chicken shawarma and gasoline.
Well, don't give me that. I'd argue with Gratch about like the owner's manuals on cars telling you not to drink the battery acid. Very dumb.
I mean, you can, but only once.
Martin Edmonds getting around the outside of Arnault there to retain position. Well, he was just, you know, putting up one of those like this generation in our generation versus in this generation. Like, yeah, our generation has all these stupid things because your generation sued for stupid stuff. What's your point?
Correct.
I mean, it was your generation that had the lady who sued for, I didn't know coffee would be hot.
Oh, do you know the backstory on that one?
Hit me with it.
She knew all about it. She actually was disabled.
Okay.
And didn't really have the coordination to like deal with a full cup of coffee. So she asked them several times to not make it so hot or give her like some coffee that wasn't so hot.
So that's not the lady I'm thinking of, but it's quite possible there's been multiple lawsuits about that.
Well, this is like the big one, the one that everybody claims to know about. But it's like she did everything she could to try and avoid what happened, and they kind of went out of their way to just not give a shit. So she sued them.
Oh, that'd be fair enough.
It wasn't the fact that the coffee was hot. She was well aware.
There is another one though where I remember the interview with the lady and she was not disabled. So.
Well, then she can just go fuck herself.
Well, she got a lot of money.
Well, and she can give it to me and then go fuck herself.
You can get money for a lot of dumb stuff in the American legal system. That's the point.
These are true statements.
And that is why owner's manuals and instructions and stuff are all so idiot-proof.
Except for when it comes to Americans who can't read.
Well, if you can't read, there's no way to idiot-proof instructions. You gotta at that point, you gotta send someone from the store to tell them things.
These are true stories. And if you fail to do that, you will get sued in America.
Arnault trying to get back past Edmonds. These two are battling hard. Shame there's not much going on in the top three right now. It's pretty quiet between Johnson, D, and Delval.
Indian.
Well, and then you got Edmonds and Arnault. John Barker kind of running on his own. Steve Davidson, Zach Wolf, Scott Nick, Mauricio Delgado, and Will Yarrington.
Very nice.
As Carrie Arnault is getting a little bit of internet problems there as the camera shook a little.
Oh my goodness, it's the carrier and
I was promised a lot of carnage in this race, and I'm not really getting it, so I'm a little disappointed.
I'm only seeing trucknage. A lot of good clean racing going on out there today. What a boring piece of garbage that is. I mean,
There's some good battling going on here between Arnault and Edmonds, so let's make it up for it. I was just saying, I was promised blood and guts, and we're not getting it.
At least some transmission fluid.
Looks like Arnaud is faster, but he just can't find a way around Edmonds. And I must say, we lost the view of that at the very wrong time because they went side by side into the second to last turn, and I would have liked to see that.
I've seen it before.
Oh, there they are again. And Arnaud is still behind. Arnaud's been an excellent addition to the grid in the last couple of races. Good to see him out there again.
I disagree. He hasn't put anybody in the wall.
But he has.
I don't believe you.
He's taken a podium back at Watkins Glen and is looking to crack into the top 5 in the standings by the end of the season, maybe.
He's out looking for crack?
Crack into, not crack.
Oh. He's into crack?
I mean, it might be into crack. You could ask him about that. You could direct him over to Marlowe Stanfield.
Crickety crack, don't talk back.
Or Avon Barksdale. Or Proposition Joe.
You got Avon Barksdale or Amway Barksdale, his cousin.
All right, Gerardo putting the pressure on Andrew D now, getting down the inside of the second to last turn there. That last kind of horseshoe hairpin. But D in the black and white car does remain ahead. So we got a good battle going on for second, a good battle going on for fourth. The rest of the field is kind of spread out right now.
Like peanut butter.
Well, any kind of spread, really. Jam, peanut butter, butter.
Motor oil.
I don't really know if you spread motor oil too much.
You can, just pour it out. It would be a situation of much gravity.
Sure. Oh, Andrew D getting very sideways there. I'm starting to think that I may have minor food poisoning as opposed to just eating too much shawarma.
I think maybe you have a very minor case of minor brain damage.
Just saying, if I disappear for a bit, you know why.
Yeah, because the speed's too much for you to handle.
Well, I mean, I've never gone this fast on this track, so, you know, you're not wrong.
The speed! I found a nice mixture for the Punjabi Club Rye that I purchased. It goes very well with root beer.
Fans?
Root beer is the thing. I'm enjoying it.
Would you recommend the Punjabi Club Rye?
To have on hand to make into drinks, yeah. To just kind of have to drink, probably not. It's all right. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's 50 proof or 100 proof, so I mean, you're getting a little bit more than your average shenanigans, which I did not know when I ordered it. Showed up and was
you gotta read the full description there, my friend.
I did. I read you the full description. There was no other information.
There was no information about the proof.
There was no picture on the website either. I was just like, oh, I've never had this before. Let's try it out.
Well, sounds like what, $53 well spent?
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's like a liter and 3/4 for 53 and change, plus taxes and delivery fee and stuff like that. But good times.
And D is starting to get a little bit away from Gerardo Del Valle, so Gerardo's hopes for second place may be fading.
D nice. Went to the farm today to visit the grandparents. That took them
Whoa!
some. We got some
Bit
action.
of a wheelie there
action.
from Andrew D. and Gerardo Daval going around
Put him
the
in the wall!
outside. D hanging on.
Put him in the ball.
He almost did.
To the window, to the wall, to the oil leak down my balls. Oh, skeet.
Oh, God.
That would be John Barker.
That is John Barker off the track. Losing a number of spots. So that drops him behind Davidson, Nick, and Delgado.
John Barker currently in the Balls Orange Plymouth. Can't remember somebody in shop class, or I was walking past the shop class and I heard somebody say something about Balls Orange, and I was like, what the fuck? Stuck my head in there. Like, what the fuck did you say? He's like, oh, you ever heard that? Yeah, if you painted anything orange, you just, like, this was a prototypical, like, orcs think red, go faster. So, orange doesn't really make you go faster, but it just generates more torque. Consequently,
more torque for orange, gotcha.
Yeah, so consequently, if you have an orange car, it just has bigger balls. And henceforth, it is known as Balls Orange.
Gotcha. I don't think I heard that one in the orc seminar.
Nah, it's in the appendices.
What is orange does mean something to orcs, but I can't remember what it is now.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Purple's sneaky, right? Purple's for stealth.
Purple is for stealth because the saying is, "You ever seen a purple orc?" No, it's because they're stealthy.
Yeah, I remember green and blue. You both do things, but I don't know what they are. One of them's to do with flying, I think.
I don't think blue is for flying. Green is just tough. Because, green is the color of orcs. This is from a people who have two gods. Mork, who is cunningly brutal, and Gork, who is brutally cunning.
These are true statements.
Kerry Arnaud looking down the inside into the horseshoe. And he got it! He got it!
Carry me a little farther towards the podium.
Well, he is doing that. He's up to fourth now, but Edmonds may not be done with him. Meantime, John Barker on the tail of Mauricio Delgado, as well as Scott Nick. Martin will get back past him, or does Kerry Arnaud have the edge here in the last eight
Well, what I think is that Martino might end up doing a triple backflip over off the diving board.
That would be painful.
Well, only if you land on your head and there's no water in the pool.
What if you land on the diving board?
Usually you land dick first and then you black out and then drown.
That's true.
As I have seen exhibited in many an animated feature, usually you land dick first.
This is true. The laws of cartoon animation are undeniable in this fact.
But the question remains, if you slather the back of a cat with butter, have you created a perpetual motion machine?
We have John Barker and Mauricio Delgado are going side by side. I'd like it if the camera could get on that, please. But, looks like we're not going to get treated to that. Barker appears to have gotten the better of that fight and moves into 8th place. Yeah, 26 and 25s at this track are pretty quick, so these Volkswagens are not a slouch going around here, that's for sure. And there is Mauricio Delgado, although we go to him after his fight with John Barker appears to have been somewhat terminated.
What are you, Arnold Schwarzenegger? Why haven't
No.
OSW done that? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I mean, you could go Twitter that up.
I don't even know what Twitter is.
Will Yarrington getting the blue flags there, letting the top 4 through. Edmonds will be through shortly, I imagine. Yarrington's front end looks like it has a little bit of damage from possibly a meeting with the wall.
Yarrington.
Kind of was worried about this once Arno got through on Edmonds that he wouldn't be able to keep up, and it looks like I wasn't wrong on that, as Arno has opened up a 2.3 second gap.
He is going so fast that perhaps he is being pursued by an angry ostrich.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Sup, I asked you first. I recall. You gotta smoke? Yeah. That's gross. This conversation's going all over the place.
The fuck?
It's a Letterkenny bit.
Yeah.
It's the
Cool.
It's the lady who has let's just say assets talking with Katie's man there that cheats on her.
Yeah, that guy's such a good character. I hope they bring him back.
They brought him back for a little bit to date Tannis, didn't they?
Thought the last season ended with him like he's gonna get the shit kicked out of him by
there are episodes after that.
I have to check, see what. Maybe I just don't remember a whole season now. Why?
He does return. He does return.
Cool. I enjoyed his acting. He was very good.
I enjoyed him. I did. I mean, the only problem with him is that like you could see what was going to happen a mile away.
I mean, I kind of hope that they would just keep playing it like he's this total greaseball, but none of it's actually true, and you're just really misunderstanding him the whole time. I thought it would have been such a much better character arc for that guy.
It would have been. It would have been, but that is not the route they went.
Well, then they did it wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you were saying. And then the whole town of Letterkenny had to go get a piece.
Yeah, kind of.
I would like to give the race more attention, but to be honest, kind of in the fall of the leader stage here. Really a lot happening.
They still look like they're fun to drive. But well, there you are.
Well, it's not the car's fault. It's the fact that we just actually have a fairly kind of a spread out field in terms of pace here at this particular track, and that's hopefully that means we're going to get some excellent, interesting stuff in the reverse grid race here at number 2.
Maybe.
So Delgado's only hope here is that Barker catches Will Yarrington, the lapped car up ahead, at a kind of awkward moment, and maybe opens up a door for Delgado in the yellow car to attack, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. It looks like Yarrington... Oh, okay, Zachary Wolfoff, although not fighting anybody, so even that kind of is a false dawn as far as action is concerned. Probably got about 2 more laps to go here. So Wolf gets himself back and going in the right direction.
In conclusion, whiskey good.
Whiskey is good. There you go. You heard it from the beast's mouth there.
Wow.
I mean, would you describe your simulated fighter as anything but a beast?
Sir, my fighter wears a monocle at all times, so first of all, write that down.
Gentlemanly beast. Scott Nick has been catching Steve Davidson for a bit, so maybe we'll get some action there, but I kind of doubt it. 1.4 seconds apart still. Kind of just really feels like what we have here is what we're going to have at the line.
And then?
Well, and then we go to race number 2. Woo! Zach Wolf diving into the pit lane. Probably the car is virtually undrivable. Took a very hard hit in the wall.
I'm gonna get harder than Chinese philosophy.
China.
Gonna get hit harder than the Chinese morality.
Will Yarrington picks up a spot after Zach Wolf goes in the pits. Gotta wonder if Wolf might have been better off trying to just kind of hobble around the circuit for another lap. Kind of like what Yarrington's been doing largely this whole time. But obviously I can't comment on the severity of the damage to his car.
It kind of looks like Yarrington's cheating with the partial spoiler on the front to aid speed.
If anything, this would be hindering speed.
No, that's not how spoilers work. Everybody knows, more spoilers, more fast.
And the checkered flag has flown. Dennis Johnson taking his 3rd consecutive victory and 6th of the season.
Oh, Checky boy.
Second will be Andrew D, followed by Gerardo Daval, Kerry Arnaud, Martin Edmonds, Steve Davidson, Scott Nick, who we ride with. Came close to getting Davidson at the end, but Foles about 8/10 short. John Barker will be in 8th place, followed by Mauricio Delgado, Will Yarrington, and Zachary Wolf. That's a huge pit stop error by Wolf, by the way, because Yarrington will now have pole for race number 2. And Wolf will have to start at the back. There are your results. And we will go into race 2 shortly.
Your boy DBD. What's going on there? It's a D on D violence.
Who's DBD?
D in first place and then D in second place.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Dennis Johnson and Andrew D.
D Jens from Upcountry.
D Johns from Upcountry. So we got the 3-minute warm-up here for anyone to make any adjustments to their car. Byron, there anything you want to tell the good people that are watching this video?
Eat your vegetables, and also every picture you find of Gilbert Gottfried. I'm sorry, were you asking a specific question?
No. I was just filling time.
Fair enough. Well, I don't know. Went to the farm today, pet some baby kitties and some baby horses. Couldn't figure out which one to put barbecue sauce on first, so I just left.
Probably neither.
Man, you have no popcorn kittens? Come on, man.
That I feel like that wouldn't be very good.
Popcorn chicken. I mean kittens. I mean what?
Got a text message from my friend today. He's like, hooked up with a chick last night. I'm like, oh, it's good for you. He's like, not really. Her cat is combing my hair and isn't letting me get up.
That's what cats do. They're big on grooming.
Yeah, I know. That was my response to him. Like, you got to groom better for these dates, man.
Correct.
You never know who's gonna have a cat that's gonna want to just groom you and be very dissatisfied with what their human brought home.
Correct.
Reminds me of the speaking of the House TV show once again. Reminds me of that episode where Chase had a threesome and ditched Foreman to make it happen, and then comes back and is like, I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't ditch you like that. Or I'm sorry about ditching you earlier. Foreman's like, twice. No. Second one wasn't my fault. I couldn't say no. It was a threesome. First one was my fault. Will Yarrington will be starting on pole and might be working on his start because these, I do believe, have the launch control option.
Lunch control? You can just dictate whenever lunch is going to happen?
I mean, don't you have that ability in real life?
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, relatively.
I mean, you work from home and everything.
I do, yeah. So there's been a few occasions where I couldn't decide what to eat, and I didn't want to just take stuff out and cook it and like spend my whole lunch break cooking things and then scarfing them down.
Fair enough.
So I ordered food, and the food showed up, like 45 minutes before lunchtime, and I ate it anyway, and then had to really fight to stay awake for that period of time, and then had a nap throughout my entire lunch break.
All right. Well, we got the top 10 from race 1 inverted, so Yarrington and Delgado lead us away from the start. And we got red. There we go. I was going to give us the red light speech, but we are off and going. Yarrington not great off the start, and that's forcing a 3 wide into turn 1. John Barker going for the lead, and he got it.
I think there's more action than the entire first race.
Well, the reverse grid tends to do that. So Barker, Delgado, and then it looks like Martin Edmonds has gotten through into third place. Yes, he has. Ahead of Yarrington. Yarrington looks a little bit scrappy out there, let's put it that way. As Kerry Arnault gets through. And somebody was up on 2 wheels there heading through that turn. Didn't catch who. But Delgado closes right back up on John Barker. It is looking to get past him. So it is Barker from Delgado, Edmonds, Arnault, Delval, Nick, D, Johnson, Yarrington, Davidson, and Wolf, your running order. Davidson moving past Yarrington into 9th place. So the pole position not helping out Will Yarrington, who looks like the car is kind of driving him versus the other way around right now.
Well, what I would recommend is getting out and beating it with a stick until it obeys your commands.
Until it respects your authority?
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you to step out of the car. What? You're just a kid. You're not a real cop. Sir, respect my authority.
Beat him with a stick.
Beat him with a nightstick. That is how it works.
Remember, kids, when in doubt, beat it with a stick.
Remember, kids, you too can achieve your dreams. Like me. Beefcake.
You can't reach your goals. I am living proof. Beefcake. Beefcake!
Eric Cartman. Perhaps the most quotable animated character of all time, basically.
It's very possible. I think it's between him and Muttley.
Hello, children. Chef, what's herpes? Goodbye, children. John Barker continues to lead from Mauricio Delgado and Martin Edmonds. Also in the shot there, Kerry Arnault. Where is Dennis Johnson? He is up to 7th place. He dominated the race 1 proceedings and has gotten past Andrew D., Steve Davidson, and Willie Arrington into 7th place. So he's on the charge. And we'll see what he can do. There he is, actually. Lining up for an overtake on Scott Nick, I think. But the camera won't be focused on that as he got... Looks like both him and D got past Scott Nick.
I find that hard to believe since Scott is literally got a shotgun in the car with him.
I mean, you can still get past. You just got to take the shot. Willie Arrington spinning around there and rejoining. Shout out to Willie Arrington. He's been struggling with these cars, and he's still here and trying to do his. Oh boy, Mauricio Delgado is on his roof.
Daddy legs. It looks like other people are going to try to do that too. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but I'm entertained.
A couple people have taken those curves pretty hard, and the cars have been tipping. That knocks Delgado out of 2nd place contention for the time being, though. Edmonds moves up into that spot ahead of Arnaud, Delval, and Johnson. And Johnson is on the hunt. Delgado is rejoined ahead of Wolf and Yarrington. Probably doesn't have a great feeling car. Oh, Dennis Johnson. Looking for the late move. But it is actually Arnaud that gets the job done. And then Johnson gets through anyways in his 2nd place. He just overtook 3 cars in 1 corner. That's amazing. That makes up for the lack of action in race 1 right there. Johnson going side by side with Martin Edmonds, who has not conceded 2nd place yet. And will actually hang on to it for now. Delval going side by side with Arnaud in the background. D and Scott Nick looking on with interested eyes.
Hungry eyes.
I mean, they're hungry too.
I don't know any of the rest of the words of that song. I just know.
Nor do I, to be honest. Though I've gotten to the point in Sons of Anarchy where Henry Rollins is now a character, so
Oh, very nice.
I get to enjoy that now. White supremacist Henry Rollins.
Yeah. He, whenever you're done the season, remind me, I'll share his spoken word bit about that, like what was going on in his life at the time and like what the routine kind of was.
Okay. Johnson did get the job done there at the Horseshoe Hairpin, which seems to be a favored overtaking spot on this track. Kind of am really interested to see when they add this to ACC how it runs.
I'll bet it runs like a Swiss car.
So now we got Barker ahead of Johnson, Edmonds, Delval, Arnaud, D, Nick, Davidson, Wolf, Delgado, and Yarrington as your running order. Everyone taking those curbs. We've seen 1 car flip over already, and Delval, pardon me. Sorry, they have the same livery. Delval powering his way past Martin Edmonds into 3rd place.
I think we should do a special sprint race, which is last man to flip over loses.
Oh.
And then a reverse grid of everybody. Until we have so many reverse grids that there's only 2 left. And the last man unflipped is the eventual world champion of being
Carry
bad at
Arnaud. Kerry Arnault with a forceful overtake of Martin Edmonds, but Edmonds does get it back. Andrew D thinking about making a move on Arnault as well. They're side by side in the background there. And Johnson is already caught up to John Barker. Dennis Johnson is in a class of his own today, just absolutely dominating the field.
D. Johns from Upcountry, man, if you only put 4 cylinders in the car, he's your guy.
Meantime, Andrew D fighting his way past Kerry Arnault, Scott Nick, and Steve Davidson in that fight as well. Johnson looking for the lead.
The magic Hoover Poon. Bump. Ain't nothing wrong with a little
Johnson with the
bump and
inside
pass.
line into the horseshoe. Looking for another overtake through here. And he's got it, I think. Into the lead for Dennis Johnson, looking to duplicate his Watkins Glen performance where he pulled the double win. Looking to do it in back-to-back rounds here and really take a stranglehold on this championship.
I think we need to we need to get Scott Nick to come watch like fights with us on Saturdays, because I think he just needs his aggression turned up.
Make him a sim fighter.
Yeah,
Get him new stuff. He was going to be on the meme machine, and then he failed.
He did fail that. We're all a little disappointed, but we just figured he was slow getting to the computer because of, it's hard for him to get around these days, encumbered as he is with the large genitalia.
I was going to say the large Richard energy.
There's no way getting around it, and his wife has the same problem.
His wife, I think, disagrees with these statements, but I mean, that's up to them to figure out.
We have had an official statement
we
from
have
the
had
wife.
We have had a wifely statement.
And we will, officially, unofficially, Scott does exhibit the sufficient genitalia energy.
Somebody is slowing the background. That is Kerry Arnault slipping behind Scott Nick, as well as Steve Davidson.
You tell him, Steve Dave.
Oh no, Yarrington's going at his normal pace. It's no offense, Will, but it is slower than everybody else.
I mean, I don't think you can take that much offense. It's measurable at this point.
Pretty much, yeah.
Bro, you drive slower than somebody from Arkansas speaks and or people from Georgia spell.
No, he did complete the race.
Yeah, hey.
Georgians don't complete the race.
He's got the stick-to-itiveness. I ain't doubting that.
If Ronnie Upshaw is any indication, oh boy,
I want to hear that name.
John Barker. Well, I mean, you might want to hear that name because he's fighting me.
Yeah, but I expect that I'll just be able to read his name in the announcements and then it's over.
I hope that John Parker, Gerardo Delval side by side to the horseshoe, and Delval slip it on through.
Slip on through, slip
to the other side.
John Berger was in first place, slipped all the way down to 93rd.
And beat him with a knee bar.
Did you?
Yep. I've been playing so many cards that I've lost track of where I am actually. I have to actually look now. So many cards. Anyways, looking down the inside there, Scott Nick was looking for the large testicular move there.
Sufficient genitalia.
He did not actually commit.
I was gonna say it's really weird. Scott's on my music Discord, and he hates everything. He doesn't like any music, which is really fucking weird. And as soon as Stoffmill, his selection for album of the week involves Satan, Nick's all over it. I don't know if that's
we have found the Dark Lord, a follower in the group, I guess.
maybe next time I'll post Deicide, see if he's into that.
There is a local band here. I could post their album of Satan Fuck Yeah, and see how he likes that.
Sounds pretty good.
It's not very good. I'm warning you right now, but Scott might like it. Might test this theory.
There is a song by Orbital featuring Kirk Hammett of Metallica, and it's called Satan. And that's the only lyric in the whole song.
I need to post a song that I discovered through Sons of Anarchy, which is not a pimp of the show. Just saying.
Whatever.
You know,
we know you're getting 1% back on merchandise sales.
No. I like the song, or it got, well, not even so much I liked it. It got stuck in my head, and I wanted to know what it was. So I played the episode to the part where the song is, and stuck the Shazam app on my phone, and got the song title. And I looked it up on Spotify. And I'm listening to like a minute of the song, and I'm like, this is not the right song. This is the wrong song. And then I skipped ahead in the song a bit. And no. It is the right song. It's just like, it's a song that like completely metamorphosizes like halfway through.
Oh, that sucks.
It kind of works for this one. I'll put it up. You can give it your thoughts.
I don't know if that's possible since you just destroyed everything in your entire room.
No, just an adjustable screwdriver.
A likely story, Captain Fumblefuck. I thought you were beating your desk to death with a water bottle again.
No. This time it just fell down. They don't know why it fell.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. Michael has died. He had a sudden attack of gastroenteritis and then used his water bottle to club literally all of Toronto to death.
I was trying to send an SOS. Morse code. With my death spasms. Dennis Johnson report. He gone.
Now, your boy Martin specifically said there was carnage abounding in these races.
Yeah, he did, and we've gotten some. We saw a car flip over. We saw a 3-for-1 overtake. But to be honest, not a lot of carnage. What's up, Martin?
I think Martin may be slightly jacked up on the weed.
The PCP?
No, Jimson. Jimson weed, a.k.a. Loco weed. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Ooh.
What do you feel?
Mauricio Delgado. Or maybe he's going to piss as hot as Jean Pascal for his respect. Gary Arnaud has slipped all the way to the back, so he has had some kind of problem. I don't know what it is, particularly. We saw him slow and get overtaken, and now he's at the back of the pack, so I'm not sure what's up with that.
The Barack of the pack?
No, Jean Pascal pissed hot for like 3 different steroids for his fight with Badu Jack.
Oh, damn.
And then it has fired his strength and conditioning coach and claimed that it was probably his fault. Like, it's 3 different steroids there, my friend. This is a hard sell.
I'm gonna give you the John Jones special and then blame it on dick pills.
And I don't remember exactly what they were, but like these were the big steroids. You know what I'm saying?
Worcesterol, Turinabol, and just literal.
Well, Turanabol's not one of the big ones.
Literally just balls, just bags of testicles, trying to get the testosterone.
Is that human balls or is that bull
You know, we're not going to really judge, but we are, because maybe there's some endangered species in that bag.
I mean, that's more the Alistair Overeem horse meat.
It's possible. Speaking of Alistair, where do you think Alistair Black, a.k.a. Tommy fucking and where do you think he's going for the wrestling?
ROH or New Japan are my two picks.
Yeah, I would say AEW's on the list, but I don't know. I continually get the impression that their roster's kind of bloated.
Yeah, I was about to say they've kind of taken on too many people and probably a little bit too much in the way of financial considerations.
Yeah, well, and the other thing is,
looking for a way past Martin Evans.
Do they open up a new show or a new bigger show?
Oh,
pretty
Scott
tight.
Gets it done. Yeah, nice move.
Get him, Scott.
That's that big ball energy.
Trinable?
The one I'd like to see AEW pick up actually is Ruby Riott.
Hell yeah! If she goes to Stardom, I'll be fine with that too.
Yeah, but the AEW women's division is quite bad. Lot of potential. Don't get me wrong. Lot of potential. Oh boy!
Well, hello.
Zachary Wolf getting all kinds out of shape.
See, if Martin would have told us all the carnage is happening in the last 7 minutes,
yeah,
would have been better prepared.
Would have been better prepared for it. Oh, Scott Nick at the wall. Collects Steve Davidson a little bit. Martin Edmonds says, thank you very much. I'll take my 5th place back.
Scott, you're supposed to put other people in the wall. What the hell?
Well, I didn't get the memo on that.
Well, I'm not sending it again. Check your junk folder. Root beer and whiskey. Pretty good.
All right, so there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of potential in AEW's women's division, just not a lot of proven, well put together talent. And it's hard to develop without people to kind of work with that can help you with your weaknesses. So someone like a Ruby Riott would be, I think, a very good pickup.
You, sir, are absolutely correct.
And of course, I assume Lana will go there to rejoin.
Lana! Lana! That'd be super hot.
Yes. Don't have her wrestle. Just.
I was never disappointed with her wrestling. I thought she was actually pretty good for as little training as she had.
No. I agree that she didn't disappoint.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting more. It just on a roster that had the talent that they had, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
And from every interview I've seen with her, I don't think that's really what she wants to do. She's happy being the manager of LA, so just let her be Lana.
Lana!
There is room for the valet in pro wrestling. I don't know why, specifically WWE, but also to a certain degree, a lot of other companies have just decided, no, that's not a thing. No. A valet can enhance the act.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? I miss the days of the valet overmind. Mm-hmm. Not the one who slowly puts a stable together of various wrestlers, and really the valet / now manager is the only thing kind of holding it together, and it's very obvious that they're all kind of sort of under sway.
Well, Lana was even more of a manager than a valet, as Steve Davidson and Scott Nick fight over 6th place. Nick hanging on for the time being. Time running down here with less than 4 minutes to go.
Tommy fucking end. Dude, if I don't get to see some Tommy End versus Moxley at some point, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Tommy End versus Kenta.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes truck? My friends all drive Porsches. I must fuck them up.
Scott Nick still on the tail of Steve Davidson. Battle for 6th place. We got some good battles going on here still towards the end. Barker is hanging on against both Del Valle and D for the 2nd spot on the podium. Edmonds kind of on his own. Davidson and Nick fighting here. There is the battle for the podium. That is Will Yarrington getting out of the way. Solid blue flag behavior.
this one of the blue flag states?
Sean Barker hanging on. The battle is tight. Andrew D is right there as well. See what Gerardo can do. He's in that dangerous spot, being the meat in the sandwich here. That is Mauricio Delgado spun again.
Again? You must be all hopped up on the line of cheese.
Bad second race here for Delgado, who had a very solid opening round. Or opening race, I should say.
Mauricio has gone to Barcelona and secured the chorizo.
She finished 9th in race 1, so maybe not quite as solid as I was thinking. Gerardo Del Valle getting up into the back of John Barker there, trying to get maybe a little bit of a bump pass going. And it is opening the door for Andrew D to maybe try to make his way around. I don't think so.
Do you not think so?
He'll have one more lap to try to get it done. Really needs this result because the gap between him and Dennis Johnson at the top of the standings is growing substantially.
And so am I.
With the completely unstoppable force that has been Dennis Johnson here at Watkins Glen and now also at Sonoma. We came back to America, and the American is taking out the baseball bat and just beating everyone to death with it.
I feel like that is an exaggeration, but you're also spiritually not wrong.
I mean, he has owned these 4 American races. 2 at Watkins Glen and now 2 here at Sonoma. Some are saying that Mike Stockmill needs to come back and put this man in his place.
Wow. Like a camp of some sort?
Not a camp. Mike Stockmill needs to show up and prove that, well, he may put his pants on one leg at a time. When he does, he goes out and wins races.
He may put his pants on one leg at a time, but he has to do 3 actions.
Here we go. Del Valle looking to the outside. Barker on the defensive line. Johnson is your winner. Andrew D in the... Oh, no! He's in the tire stack. And Martin Edmonds is going to come through into 4th place. Barker hangs on against Del Valle. Edmonds takes 4th place ahead. Andrew D, who ended up in those really, really solid tires.
Nice.
What's going on here? This is Zach Wolf we're looking at, and he's on the tail of Kerry Arnaud. But I think Kerry just got past him, so... Probably a little anticlimactic. D finishes 5th, like I said. Davidson 6th. Nick 7th. Delgado 8th. Wolf just got back past Arnaud. I think that was an internet spike, though. Judging by the gap, Mauricio Delgado coming through the horseshoe for the last time.
And number 7 comes across the line in just the scud of time.
There we go. Wow, that was a close battle for 2nd place. Less than 0.4 of a second between the two at the line. All right, quick championship rundown heading into Falkenberg in Sweden and then Norris Ring in Germany. We got Dennis Johnson leading the way with 4:54, followed by Andrew D on 4:70, at 4:19 for Richard DeRoche. Then it is John Barker, Gerardo Del Valle, Kerry Arnaud, Martin Edmonds, Scott Nick, James Butler, Magic Kaszczuk, Mauricio Delgado, Steve Davidson, Zach Hemstrom, Zachary Wolf, Will Yarrington, Zarai Garunian. The Gunrunner's not been back in a while. Ariel Zatoni, Matthew Lehman, Michael Crawl, and David James, your full scoring table with 2 rounds to go. Byron, do you have anything to add?
Make sure that you lock your windows specifically tonight.